Absolutely nothing like red and white together when you're out on the trail, particularly when you're in a foot of snow while you're driving around. Hi everybody, welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth. Rhea is at home babysitting the cat who just got some leg surgery done, and so I'm running solo with the Tri-State ATV Club at their annual Tri-State ATV Jamboree, and we are on the famed Barracks Trail. And as many times as I've been here, I've never seen it look like this.
We had some real hard things coming down the pike to get it put on. We were kind of right at the last day to make the decision to actually have it. We're grateful that the Hurricane Valley Tourism Alliance stepped up and provided some help with things that were getting a little bit over what we really wanted to do. So we were able to have it earlier, which is nice. This year we had snow the first day and perfect weather the second day, and I'm hoping perfect weather today. So that's good. There's still a lot of snow most other places. The other thing that I really like about the Tri-State is we have a lot of diversity. We can get you up in the mountains, we can get you out on the desert, you can go out on the slick rock, out on the sand, so there's a lot of places that you can go.
Dale Grange and I had spent time up in Richfield at the Jamboree up there, and we got thinking we can do that in Hurricane. One thing led to another. We got a club formed, and then shortly after that we got the Jamboree put together. And the first Jamboree was up by the Lions Club, and we had 87 participants. We thought we were being pretty successful for the first year. Of course, we didn't know any better. We thought 87 was a lot. 20 years since then, and I think we've accomplished a lot. We got our name out there. People recognize us. This Jamboree's been a very successful thing. 3 years ago or so, we had over 900 people down here at this Jamboree. This year, we decided that we'd cap it at 5.
Between that, getting a late start, we knew we wanted to downsize a little bit, and the Mother Nature, she's always in charge, and so this year she's kind of telling us how we're going to make some changes as we go along. My guess is that they're going to remember the snow. That's what they're going to talk about. So everybody needs to go home with some good stories.
I know from experience this is one of the easier parts of the trail, but there are some really challenging parts ahead. And with all this snow and icy conditions, not sure what that's going to mean. Anyway, our stress level is going to go up. Why don't you relax first, go to our first story, and we'll be back for the big stuff. You know, I bet you never thought you'd see a traffic jam out in the Red Rock. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are traveling today with the Tri-State ATV Club at their Jamboree on the Barracks Trail. And while normally this isn't that tough of a trail, with the snow and ice, the off-cambery parts become a little more off-cambery and a little slipperier. So it's making for a little bit of a challenging ride today.
Oh, this is a little more tricky than we're used to on this particular trail. This trail's fun. It's a fast trail. Today's been a lot slower because we got, you know, and it's slippery. There's some places it's been pretty icy and a little nuts. So it's fun though. I mean, it just is a whole different trail. It's like riding something new. No, I don't know that we've ever had to rescue anybody on this trail before. This makes it challenging, makes it exciting. You know, we're getting a little wet today.
One little tidbit, when you're driving in the snow like this, everybody stays focused to the snow and the mud, ice and water on the trail. But what they miss is in some of these narrow routes is the snow on the trees, because the cedars push right down, and you might be driving along watching the trail and you're going to get a big face full of snow when it hits the side of your machine.
Today's trail is normally an intermediate trail. With the weather conditions today, it is a very advanced trail. Normally this is a nice leisurely ride, nice sandy trails. This is my favorite time of the year usually, but Mother Nature is not cooperating this year. You can ride here in southern Utah year-round, you just got to be dedicated. We do have 4 seasons here. The washouts that are underneath the snow that we don't see, you come back in 2 weeks and you'll be like, wow, we went across that. Because it's all filled in with snow right now.
That's what's fun about southern Utah. You know, we hit a trail one time and the next time it's totally different. You never know what you're gonna get. I love everything in the snow. The snow is beautiful, but our red rocks are amazing. Todd calls it frosting. It just makes more depth to our terrain. It makes it so much prettier. So it's a lot of fun to see the snow on the red rocks and on the trees.
Well, that last section was a little bit messy. Here's proof of performance. We made it through. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're out with the Tri-State ATV Club on their annual Jamboree, and we've been kind of putting it through the paces. And I came out fairly unscathed from this, but that's because we've just got a brand new Steadman machine for this year. And it's an RMAX 1000 from Yamaha, and I've been pretty impressed with it so far. You know, way more than I expected it to be. So anyway, the proof that I was able to do that is I was able to keep right up with the leader, and I don't usually do that.
Only because I was waiting for you.
Aha, okay, the truth comes out. Anyway, right now we want to find out a little bit about the history of this club, how long it's been around, and why it is an anchor in the Jamboree world in Utah.
Gosh, being a member's been a lot of fun. Todd and I have met a lot of neat people. We have made a lot of really good friends, so it's been a lot of fun being in the group. So
I would recommend joining a club and going out with people. You never want to be out here alone. Other club members can always show you the secret stuff, the points of interest that you will never find on your own. The club is at least 18 to 20 years old. We've got members all over the country. I had a guide come from Minnesota and actually guide rides for us last year. I've met a lot of good friends. Pretty much all of our friends have come from the Tri-State ATV Club now. We go out every single weekend.
oh, these guys are some tough guys, let me tell you. I mean, we've been riding, we've been doing a couple new trails this year with a couple of them, and man, they outdo us. You know, we got some 80-year-olds that are running out there that, you know, us 50-year-olds can't keep up with. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we got some really, really neat people in our club, and they really have a lot of history, and it's just amazing how much they know. So
you always have the problems of getting enough help within the club. One of the really big headwinds that we've had the last few years, though, is just in permitting, the number of stipulations and requirements, and just the ease of navigating the bureaucracies. It's really gotten to be a challenge. We welcome everybody that has a love for getting out in the outdoors. So Our club's fairly diverse, and everybody goes out and has a good time.
Well, you know, traveling with a club in an organized ride with a lot of helping hands is really good on a ride like today. We are going to take off right now to our second story of the show. Hopefully it's a little drier than this, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Well, that's a sight to soak in. Remember it, because you're not going to see it again for years. Maybe. I don't know. We could be in for a 40-year wet spell. Anyway, welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are out on the Barracks Trail with the Tri-State OHV Jamboree. We've had so much fun today. We've learned so much today. We've certainly got to ride on terrain I never expected to see, and we have a lot more ahead. Let's start with a look at next week's show. Well, we have had a great day today out here with the Tri-State ATV Club on the Barracks Trail, and boy, it's been an experience. This will be one for the memory books, the muddy memory books. Thanks, Todd. Thank you. You guys have been just great guides.
You're very welcome.
And I understand you have a Jeep, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's an adventure for another day. Anyway, we can't stay long because when we pulled up here, this road was dry. 5 minutes later, it's got a river running through it now, and we don't want to tarry here. This might be harder than the snow and ice we were dealing with this morning. So, boy, we've come full circle here, haven't we?
We have.
All right, well, this proves to you there is adventure around every bend, sometimes unexpected. You just got to get out there and create your own adventure at your leisure. All right, who's got the oars?